This question is a little more, like, I don't know if perfunctory is the right word, but like, it's more of a gut thing.
Okay.
It's more of like one or two things. Like, I know how I could, like, what is your biggest turnoff?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think physically at first when you say that is so probably immediately like dirty nails. Probably a turn off, to be honest. Not like you have to have super manicured, extra buff, polished, anything, but
dirty nails, yeah.
That's good.
Mine is bad table manners.
Oh, that's bad too.
Like my cameraman just looked up. He gave me the side eye, you guys, because I always talk about this.
No, you're so right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Table manners, like, I just cannot stand, like, when I don't know what it is. I grew up, my parents were very strict about table manners and how we held a fork and not talking with your mouth wide open and
Yes. But even now, like the whole, steak issue where, so many people are like, it's got to be well done. And, it just irks my nerves so bad.
Well done steak, that's another one for me too.
No, and I get it, because.
I know, like, it seems so small, doesn't it?
My family's country, my family has country roots. And so I get it, and you can talk all about the history of Black people and how, we were given scraps. And so well done, make sure that the meat you got was not going to kill you. I get it. I get that. But we're not there anymore. And we have to elevate ourselves. And so just when people are so adamant, like vocally adamant.
Or I don't eat sushi, worse. I mean, Black folks are eating sushi. Like, it cracks me up. I'm like, oh, you're vegan? What's going on? Yeah, but the whole well done thing is like, and the table manners thing, I think it's across the board. It just doesn't, culturally, it runs the gamut. I see Black folks, white folks, Asians. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's just a turn off. And it's like, when I see somebody hold their fork like that to cut, that is like, and now even my kids notice it. They're like, Mom, did you see that?
They're like, oh my gosh. That's funny.
Or people who don't eat a wide variety of foods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can't stand, that is the huge turn off. Oh, no, I don't eat this. I don't eat this. Like, Kevin's going over a friend's house to watch a Patriots game, and he's a really good friend of ours. And he doesn't eat anything white and creamy. And then he was like making fun of me because I was eating pate. And he's like, I can't believe you're going to eat that dog food. And I said, yeah, he said that to me. And I'm like, please don't worry about it. It's not my problem that you have poor taste. And I just kept it moving. He's like, I can't believe you just insulted me. I'm like, yeah. You're limited in the foods that you eat, and that is not my problem.
And it'd be different if it was like, okay, I get it if you were not exposed to a lot as a kid, but then as an adult, did you try at least, and can you have some grace about yourself for people who like something different than you? Like, you might not like it, but do you have to be so vocal? Not
I know,
really.
Does everyone have to know that you don't like that?
No.
Ooh, that's nasty. I don't eat that. It's like, excuse my French, I'm not going to be very therapeutic. Shut up, eat it. Like, I don't care for beets. And I have, gone over to someone's house and they've had a beet salad and I eat it. I don't say, they would never know.
That's so
that
nice
I don't like
of you.
beets.
That's very nice of you.
They would have no idea. It just is.
That's super great manners on your part.
Yeah.
I have eaten many a country mama's chitlins.
Me too. And I'm not a chitlins fan.
No, I'm not a chitlins person
but
either.
I have eaten chitlins.
I have. To be nice.
Yeah.
Like a little bit. And put a bunch of hot sauce on it.
Duck feet. I've eaten duck feet, chicken feet. When we were in Asia, Asians eat everything. And so we lived, like you lived in Scotland, we lived in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
And you would go, and then you'd have to eat them with chopsticks. And it was, and Kevin had a really hard time. And I'm just like, just eat it. Yeah. You just, my grandmother, my mother, like I could take, my grandmother had an 8th grade education, and I could take her, she had great table manners, and I could take her to any kind of food. and she would eat like whatever. Like, I mean, we'd say, hey, let's go eat Thai. Okay, baby, wherever you want to go. She would eat, she always found something. And maybe that's why she could always find something and was always gracious. If you came into the home, there's always food. People speak. Mm-hmm. No one comes to your home, and if you've got 4 pieces of chicken and there's 7 people, we're going to cut that into 7 pieces so that everybody has something. And so there's just, I don't know, I feel like my family, because they're from Louisiana, just had such great manners, such hospitality, and that just is always in fashion. So that, for me, all those things surrounding it are like a turn off. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'd never date you.
I feel you. I 100% feel you on that. Yeah. I dated a guy one time with the whole steak thing. That's why I brought it up. I was like, mentally noted.
Yeah, mental note. Well done. Yeah, not so good. So I'm glad you, like, I think also tongue in the ear is like another big, like, something wet in the ear. This is a yes or no.
Okay.
Does size matter?
Yes. I say yes with regards to that.
It was like a shaky yes. It was like, yes.
I have so much to say about that, but yes.
Yeah, because there's no research to suggest that that's true. It's the way the penis is shaped. And if it's the vagina, works with that, the penis. But a lot of people believe that size matters. And I don't know anybody who said, I have to ask my cameraman, everybody said yes on that size matters, right? All the females? Yeah, he's shaking his head yes.
There's so much more that you could say about it, but if I had to pick yes or no, it's going to be yes. So
funny. My cameraman is increasingly, I almost feel like, what is it, Stephen Colbert's guy?
Right.
I know, it almost seems like we're like doing this whole thing, like, you need a band. That's what you need. Okay. So this is, do you like Mark to plan a date, or do you like Mark to ask you what you'd like to do?
I know that he is not the planner. It's me that's the planner. So would I love for him to surprise me and do that sometime? Yes, but at this point, I just know that's not his alley. So I've just accepted that's my role, and that's what I do.
Yeah. There's some things, some things you pick your battles. I'm the planner too. Kevin's not the planner, but he is. Like Friday night, I was like, hey, let's go to the movies. I was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, let's go to the movies. He's like, okay. And then last night, I'm like, I don't feel like cooking. Let's go out to dinner. Like, and within the time period for us, like actually out the door was probably like 20 to 30 minutes. So it wasn't like he had all day to think about it. So I do like that if I'm going to be the planner, that he's like kind of up for the spontaneity.
That's good.
So
he is pretty much like, Mark is like, what mostly 99% of the time, whatever I suggest, he's like, fine. Because what to eat, he never knows. Like, I ask him, and now I stopped asking him. I just order him whatever, and he's like 99% fine with it, with rare exception. Yeah.
Yeah. So that, I mean, rare exception's okay. That because if you're not gonna, it's one thing to be the planner and then have somebody complain about it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that doesn't go over real well at all.
No.
So if you're not a planner, then you want to be gracious and say, I really like what we're doing, or else you have to step up to the plate and start planning, because it's really hurtful, I think, when you're doing all the planning. And Kevin he's like, he kind of goes with the flow in that sense.
That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't, there's not much that he's gonna say, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of true. And I kind of like being in control of what we do. I do kind of like it.
Yeah.
But I would like a surprise every once in a while.
A surprise would be lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we went to the Van Gogh immersive experience yesterday, And I had planned that. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do this. But he was the one who said, hey, do you want to go to the Fugees concert? He did ask me about these. The tickets are going to drop. So that was good. Good job, Kevin. So let's leave our audience with, a last like kind of juicy question.
Okay.
Because this is like a hot one. Does the level of education of a potential mate determine their attractiveness?
I would say it depends, because as my grandma, I'm going to quote my grandma here, and she's a longtime educator, but she always says that anybody can get a PhD.
I believe that too.
If you're so very determined, it's just determination and willpower. Can you get there? Yes, you can. So it's not that people aren't capable. It's
access sometimes.
Yeah, it's maybe that. But at the end of the day, I think it's just one side of this is if you've had that collegiate experience, you already have a bit of a shared world, because you know what it's like living on campus or off, or what it was like having to be responsible for yourself and your classes and all those things. Yeah. That's a whole different world, a ball game that shapes you in those formative adult kind of years, I feel. So you just have that to bond over. But at the end of the day, your mind is your mind. And if you have a beautiful, fantastic mind and you have that connection and you have enough to talk about and you stimulate each other here, I mean, at the end of the day, does the degree matter there? Not really. So it just it opens up some doors. To me, I think the bachelor's is the basics, is how I feel. But
so it sounds like in general, education, meaning a formal education like a college degree, does matter. Yet if the person is a self-starter, interesting, well-traveled, has, experiences that are beyond a formal education, you saying you'd be open to that?
Yeah. All day long. Because a determined individual is going to make it regardless. If college didn't exist, would they still make it? Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. So it's all their character, really, and what they've got up here, and their attitude. Right.
So education does matter. But I think you're saying, so that's a yes, but the caveat to that is that they don't necessarily need to have a formal education. You prefer it, but if they didn't have it and they had all this worldly experience, that would be great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Your time, I know, is so valuable. You're so busy and you've got a lot going on. You're about to get married next month and you have your own business. And so I'm really, really honored that you would show up for all this, because brides have a lot to do. And so really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. This was like the most fun conversation. Like, who gets to have fun COVID conversations like this?
And we're awesome. Vaccinated, you guys.
Yeah, we're vaccinated people.
Yeah. I've even had my booster, so I've had 3.
Yeah, this was absolutely fun. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And again, thank you. So you guys, this is Andrea. She's been awesome. Please only leave positive comments or questions. And just again, a big warm thank you for her for being here. Please follow us on Instagram, hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. We really love to bring you guys great videos, and so the more that you engage with us, or if there are any topics that you'd like to learn about or hear about, I would love to bring those to you. I'm Chantel Cohen, and I hope you become one again. See you soon.